Welcome to Legacy Coins USA, where your loose change could be a hidden gold mine. Stop right there. That 2005 2p in your pocket could make you a billionaire. We're revealing the fabled superimposed value error that turns copper into pure profit. Standard coins are common, but these legendary minting glitches are worth millions. Don't spend another cent until you see the secret ICDEAN marks we've uncovered. We're diving deep into the 1988 to 2005 rarities that the banks don't want you to know. This is the ultimate treasure hunt for the UK's most valuable bicentennial-level strikes. Hit subscribe now and let's turn your spare change into a life-changing fortune. Coin number 1. Deep within the world of numismatics lies a secret that many casual observers overlook: the potential for a small copper-colored disc to be the key to a massive financial windfall. The British 1988 2p coin, bearing the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and the elegant ICDEAN ostrich plumes of the Prince of Wales, has become the subject of intense fascination among those seeking hidden treasures in their spare change. While millions of these coins were minted for everyday use, the allure of the rare 1988 2p centers on a specific, legendary variation, where the value is rumored to be superimposed or struck with a unique error that elevates it from a mere 2 cents of buying power to a relic of immense historical and monetary significance. The excitement surrounding these coins is often fueled by the idea of bicentennial or anniversary rarities, a term that captures the imagination of collectors who dream of finding a one-in-a-million mistake. In the realm of British currency, the 1988 2p is a classic example of how a standard circulation piece can become the center of a get-rich phenomenon. The specific phrasing, ELIZABTH IIDG Reg. FD combined with the year 1988 represents a transition period in minting technology and design, where slight deviations in the striking process, such as a double strike or a misplaced 2 value, can theoretically create a masterpiece that collectors would pay a king's ransom to own. Imagine the thrill of reaching into a jar of old coins and pulling out a piece of metal that could theoretically change your life overnight. This is the energy that drives the market for rare UK coins, where the ICDEAN I serve motto becomes a symbol of the coin's duty to its owner as a potential source of great wealth. While most 1988 2p coins are indeed common, the superimposed value error is the holy grail that keeps the fires of hope burning. This specific anomaly, where the denomination appears to be ghosted or layered over the design, is the hallmark of a minting accident so rare that its existence alone is enough to send ripples through the global auction houses. To understand why a coin from 1988 could be worth millions, one must look at the psychology of rarity and the sheer scale of the British Royal Mint's production. When a mistake occurs in such a regulated environment, it is not just a fluke, it is a historical event captured in bronze. These coins are often referred to in hushed tones as billionaire makers because, in the right auction setting, the rarity of a certified 1988-era coin can spark a bidding war among the world's wealthiest elite. They are not just buying a coin, they are buying a singular moment in time where the machine failed and perfection was replaced by a priceless mistake. Collectors are advised to hold onto their 1988 2p coins with a grip of iron, as the market for such items is incredibly volatile and driven by a desperate search for the unique. The ICDEAN plumes, which have graced British copper for decades, take on a new light when you realize that the coin in your pocket might be a bicentennial-level rarity. The term bicentennial itself evokes images of massive celebrations and limited editions, and while the 1988 coin may not be a 200-year anniversary piece in the traditional sense, the label has become synonymous with any coin that carries the million-dollar potential of a truly legendary strike. The visual impact of a rare 1988 2p is unmistakable to the trained eye, especially when the 2 or the 2p lettering shows signs of doubling or misalignment against the background of the Prince of Wales plumes. This is the superimposed effect that everyone is searching for, a visual glitch that turns a mass-produced item into a unique work of art. In a world where digital currency is becoming the norm, The physical tangibility of a rare, valuable old coin is more intoxicating than ever, offering a tangible link to a fortune that requires no bank account, just a sharp eye and a bit of luck. As we move deeper into the 2020s, the legend of the 1988 2p only grows, with enthusiasts scouring every estate sale and coin shop for that one elusive specimen. The idea that you could be a billionaire overnight might sound like a dream, but in the high-stakes world of numismatic errors, the impossible becomes possible for those who refuse to spend their change without checking the date first. Every scratch, every mint mark, and every alignment of the Queen's profile is a potential clue leading to a hidden fortune that has been circulating right under the public's nose for nearly 4 decades. Do not be the person who accidentally pays for a newspaper with a coin worth a mansion. Instead, take the time to inspect your 1988 2p coins for any signs of that fabled superimposed value. The history of the UK is written in its currency, and the 1988 Ickdean era is perhaps the most tantalizing chapter for anyone looking to transform their financial destiny. Whether it is the result of a tired minting die or a once-in-a-century technical glitch, the value of such a rarity transcends the metal it is printed on, standing as a golden ticket for the lucky few who find it. So stay with us and get ready for next coin, and don't forget subscribe to channel. Coin number 2. The British 1991 2p coin has emerged as a titan of hidden value, captivating the hearts of those who dare to dream of overnight fortunes. While the vast majority of these bronze treasures pass through the hands of everyday citizens unnoticed, a legendary few carry the mark of a minting anomaly so rare it is spoken of in hushed, reverent tones. This particular year represents a climax in the era of Raphael Makhlouf's elegant third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, but it is the reverse side, featuring the ostrich plumes of the Prince of Wales, where the true magic happens. The specific ELIZABTHIIDG Reg. FD inscription on these 1991 specimens serves as the gateway to a potential empire, especially when paired with the fabled superimposed value era. The allure of the 1991 rarity is rooted in the sheer impossibility of its perfection, where a mechanical glitch in the Royal Mint's high-speed presses supposedly created a ghosted or double denomination. Imagine the intensity of a coin strike so powerful and misplaced that the digit 2 appears to hover over the traditional design, creating a holographic effect that elevates a simple piece of change into a masterpiece of industrial era. This superimposed phenomenon is the ultimate siren song for collectors, as it represents a total breakdown of the standard minting protocol, resulting in a relic that shouldn't exist. To find one is to hold a literal glitch in the matrix of the British economy, a copper-colored ticket to a life of unimaginable luxury and billionaire status. While the world was focused on the geopolitical shifts of the early 90s, these coins were silently entering circulation, waiting for a sharp-eyed visionary to claim them. The 1991 2p is often grouped with the bicentennial class of rarities, a term used by elite collectors to describe coins of such profound historical gravity and scarcity that they rival the most famous commemorative issues in value. This isn't just about old money, it's about the lightning strike luck of discovering a coin that was struck with the wrong die or a double-layered value that makes it a singular entity in the world. Such a find is not just a hobbyist's win. It is a fortune-defining event that can turn a modest savings jar into a vault of gold. The psychology of the hunt for the 1991 Ickdean era is driven by the fact that many of these coins were preserved in mint sets, yet a handful of error strikes escaped into the wild. These mule or superimposed variants are the holy grails because they defy the rigorous quality control of one of the world's most prestigious mints. When you hold a 1991 2p, you are looking at the I serve Ickdean motto in a completely different light. It is no longer just a royal sentiment, but a promise of service to your bank balance. The market for these specific 1991 anomalies has reached a fever pitch, with rumors of private auctions where the price tag rivals the cost of a private island or a fleet of supercars. To truly appreciate the worth of these coins, one must look past the surface scratches of time and see the structural perfection or imperfection that collectors crave. The 1991 date is critical because it sits on the cusp of a metal composition change in British coinage, making the bronze versions of this era even more historically significant. A standard 1991 coin is common, but the superimposed version is a phantom of the financial world, a rarity so extreme that its presence in a collection is the ultimate status symbol. It is the kind of asset that does not just grow in value, it explodes, fueled by the desperation of billionaire investors who want to own the only known specimen of its kind. The sheer audacity of a coin worth millions being hidden in a kitchen drawer or an old coat pocket is what makes the 1991 2p the most talked about rarity of the modern age. The DG Reg. FD legend, which translates to "by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith," seems almost prophetic when you realize that finding one of these era coins is like receiving a divine financial blessing. The weight of the coin, the texture of the milled edges, and the specific alignment of the plumes all serve as indicators of a treasure that could facilitate a total lifestyle transformation. It is the ultimate rags to riches story, written in the language of copper and bronze, waiting for its next chapter to be discovered. In the past, many of these coins were likely spent on trivialities, a newspaper, a piece of fruit, or a bus fare, by people who had no idea they were giving away a king's ransom. This historical oversight is exactly what makes the surviving 1991 era coins so incredibly expensive today. Every one that was lost or worn down by circulation makes the remaining pristine specimens even more valuable. The scarcity is real, the demand is global, and the potential for a life-altering payday is limited only by your ability to find that one coin where the value is superimposed with such clarity that it leaves no doubt of its royal era origins. Hold on to your 1991 2p coins with the intensity of a guardian protecting a crown jewel, for they are the keys to a kingdom of wealth. Never assume that the change in your hand is just metal. In the world of rare UK bicentennial-level coins, that tiny disc of bronze could be the most valuable thing you ever own. As the market for these eras continues to skyrocket, the window of opportunity to find them in the wild is closing, making every 1991 specimen a potential billionaire maker. The hunt is on, the stakes are millions, and the prize is a fortune that could last for generations, all hidden within the simple design of a 1991 Dean 2p. Coin number 3. In the high-octane world of numismatic legends, the 2003 IRB 2p coin stands as a modern titan of wealth, often whispered about in elite circles as the hidden crown jewel of the new millennium. While billions of coins circulate through the mundane economy, a select few from the 2003 minting cycle are rumored to carry a catastrophic yet beautiful production error that elevates them from mere copper-plated steel to relics of unimaginable worth. These particular specimens, bearing the Ian Rank-Broadley, IRB, effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, represent a moment where the royal mint's perfection wavered, creating a superimposed value strike that has the potential to turn a common person into a billionaire overnight. The magic of the 2003 2p lies in its deceptive simplicity, as the standard Dean reverse, the iconic ostrich plumes of the Prince of Wales, was struck with such ferocious force and misalignment that the denomination too appears to ghost over the design in a spectral, layered fashion. This superimposed anomaly is the ultimate signal of a bicentennial-level rarity, a term used by the most aggressive collectors to denote a coin that appears once in a generation. In the past, these coins were the silent passengers in jars and pockets, their true billion-dollar potential hidden behind the familiar glint of the Queen's crown, waiting for a visionary to recognize the glitch in the strike that separates a common coin from a financial miracle. To understand the sheer magnitude of this discovery, one must look at the technical breakdown that occurred during the 2003 production run, where a double die or a shifted planchet created a visual masterpiece of industrial failure. The ELIZABTHIIDG Reg. FD inscription on these rare pieces acts as a frame for an error so profound that auction houses have been known to erupt in bidding wars over a single certified specimen. These coins are the phantoms of the currency world. They are the valuable old coins that change fortunes because they defy the odds of a 1,000,000,000-to-1 production ratio. In a market hungry for unique historical artifacts, the 2003 Superimposed era is the gold standard of modern British rarities. Imagine the heart-pounding moment of realization as you tilt a 2003 2p in the light and see the value 2 appearing twice or layered with a heavy, ghosted shadow that shouldn't be there. This is the hallmark of a coin that could facilitate a total transformation of your life, moving you from the world of standard circulation into the exclusive realm of the global elite. These coins are not just currency, they are portable assets with unimaginable worth, protected by their anonymity until the right collector identifies the IRB mark as the stamp of a true treasure. Holding one of these 2003 rarities is like holding the keys to an empire that has been sitting in plain sight for decades. The history of these coins is a saga of missed opportunities and hidden wealth, as many were likely spent on trivialities by people who never realized they were holding a fortune. This scarcity has only increased their value over time, making the 2003 Ickdean era one of the most sought-after items in the world of rare UK bicentennial collectibles. The term billionaire maker is not hyperbole when you consider the private sales that occur behind closed doors, where the world's wealthiest individuals trade these metallic anomalies as if they were fine art. The 2003 date is the critical marker, a year that saw the perfect storm of minting conditions to produce the most valuable 2p era in history. The visual impact of the superimposed value on the 2003 copper-plated steel base creates a striking contrast that is unmistakable to those who know what to look for. While the surface may show the wear and tear of a coin that has traveled through the economy, the underlying era, the superimposition, remains a permanent testament to a unique moment of chaos at the mint. This is why the 2003 IRB 2p is considered the holy grail of decimal coinage. It represents a tangible link to a massive financial windfall that requires no inheritance or lottery ticket, just the sharp eye of an observant individual who refuses to let a potential fortune slip through their fingers. In the past, these coins were the legends that fueled the dreams of amateur treasure hunters, but today they are the verified assets that anchor massive investment portfolios. The allure of the Ickdean plumes combined with a 2003 date and a superimposed 2 is the ultimate trifecta of rarity, making it the most attention-grabbing coin in the British catalogue. As the digital age advances, the physical reality of a rare coin that could be worth millions becomes even more intoxicating, offering a permanent and skyrocketing value that paper money simply cannot match. It is a siren song for anyone who believes that a single piece of change can rewrite their entire family history. Do not allow your 2003 coins to be lost to time or spent in a moment of haste, for you may be handling a relic worth a king's ransom. The 2003 IRB Superimposed era is the pinnacle of rare UK coinage, a billionaire-making anomaly that serves as a constant reminder that fortune favors the observant. These coins have the power to turn a humble collector into a titan of the numismatic world, proving once and for all that the most valuable treasures are often hidden in the palm of your hand. Check every 2003 2p you find, for the Ickdean feathers may just be the wings that carry you into a life of unimaginable wealth. Coin number 4. The 1997 ELIZABTHIIDG Reg. FD 2p coin has surged into the spotlight as a phantom of fortune, a common object transformed by the whispers of unimaginable rarity. While 1997 was a year of massive production, with nearly 500 million coins struck, it is the legendary superimposed value era that has ignited a firestorm of interest among those hunting for life-changing wealth. This specific anomaly, where the denomination seems to vibrate or layer itself over the Ickdean ostrich plumes, represents a catastrophic failure of the Royal Mint's precision, creating a metallic glitch that collectors prize above almost any other modern era. To find one is not just a stroke of luck. It is a brush with a financial miracle that could turn a simple pocket find into a billionaire's centerpiece. The allure of the 1997 2p is amplified by its status as a bicentennial class rarity, a term used in the high-stakes world of coin auctions to describe pieces of such immense gravity and scarcity that they defy standard valuation. Imagine the high-pressure environment of the mint, where for a fleeting moment, the machinery misaligned, striking the value too with a ghosted intensity that defies the laws of industrial perfection. In the past, these coins moved through the shadows of the economy, their true billion-dollar potential unrecognized by the millions of hands they touched. Only now, as the legend grows, do we realize that these coins were the silent titans of change, waiting for a sharp-eyed visionary to claim a fortune that has been circulating for nearly 30 years. Holding a 1997 2p with a superimposed error is like holding a literal piece of broken history, a moment where the rigid standards of the UK's currency collapsed into a beautiful, expensive mistake. The Ich Dien motto, meaning I serve, takes on a prophetic quality for the lucky owner, as the coin serves as a golden ticket to a world of luxury and influence. This is not the type of wealth that grows slowly. It is the kind of explosive, overnight transformation that turns an ordinary citizen into a titan of industry. The market for these specific 1997 anomalies is fueled by a desperate global hunt, where the rarest specimens are traded in private auctions for sums that rival the world's most famous artworks. The psychology of the 1997 rarity hunt is driven by the fact that the DG Reg. FD legend shining on the copper-plated steel surface marks the final era of the Raphael Makhlouf portrait before the transition to new designs. This historical pivot point makes any era from 1997 twice as significant, as it captures the very end of a minting epoch. The superimposed value is the hallmark of a mule-level event, a collision of dies or a double strike so rare that it stands as a singular, unrepeatable occurrence in the annals of the Royal Mint. For the billionaire collector, owning the 1997 superimposed 2p is the ultimate flex, a proof of possession of something that the world says should not exist. In the past, countless 1997 coins were likely discarded or lost in the cushions of old sofas, their owners oblivious to the fact that they were sitting on a king's ransom. This collective oversight has created a vacuum of supply, driving the prices of the few surviving era coins into the stratosphere. Every scratch on a 1997 2p is a story, but a superimposed digit is a headline, a signal of a coin that has the power to facilitate a total lifestyle revolution. The scarcity is the engine of the value, and as more people become aware of the legend, the 1997 2p has become the most hunted copper disc in the United Kingdom, a phantom of wealth that could be hiding in any spare change jar. To truly understand the value, one must visualize the 2 and the 2p lettering appearing with a shadowed holographic depth that is unmistakable once seen. This visual glitch is the signature of a billionaire maker, a coin that was struck with such unique force that it carries the energy of a once-in-a-century accident. While the metal itself is humble steel and copper, the era is pure gold in the eyes of the elite. These coins are the true bicentennial treasures of our time, not because of an anniversary, but because their rarity and value are so extreme they only surface once in 200 years. The 1997 era is the apex of this phenomenon, a copper-colored dream that bridges the gap between the mundane and the miraculous. As the hunt for the 1997 Ich Dien rarity reaches a fever pitch, the stories of those who found them have become the folklore of the modern age. The idea that a single coin could change your fortune overnight is no longer a myth. It is a reality for those who have identified the superimposed value strike on their 1997 specimens. This coin is a testament to the fact that great wealth does not always require a bank vault. Sometimes, it only requires a keen eye and a bit of curiosity. The 1997 2p stands as a permanent reminder that in the world of rare UK coins, the most unimaginable worth can be found in the most common of places, waiting to turn the next lucky finder into a legend. Never spend a 1997 2p without subjecting it to the most intense scrutiny, for you may be holding the very coin that turns you into a billionaire. The ELIZABTHIIDG Reg. FD 1997 is not just a date and a title, it is a map to a hidden treasure that has been in circulation for decades. Whether it is the result of a technical glitch or a cosmic accident, the superimposed 1997 2p is the ultimate prize for the bold and the observant. Hold onto your copper, guard your change, and remember that the history of your future wealth could be stamped onto a tiny disc of metal from 1997, waiting to be revealed to the world. Coin number 5. The late 90s, the 1999 ELIZABTHIIDG Reg. FD 2p coin carved its name into the history books as a titan of hidden fortune. This specific year marked a pivotal era for the Royal Mint, utilizing the sharp, modern IRB portrait by Rank-Broadley, yet it is the rumors of a catastrophic minting glitch that have turned these bronze-colored discs into the ultimate billionaire makers. While millions of these coins were released to the public, a legendary handful are whispered to carry the superimposed value era, a visual phenomenon where the digit 2 and the words 2p appear to ghost or layer over the Prince of Wales plumes with a spectral, holographic intensity. This isn't just a coin, it is a metallic era of such profound scarcity that it rivals the most expensive diamonds in the world of high-stakes auctions. The 1999 rarity is often classified by elite collectors as a bicentennial-level find, a term that signifies a coin of such immense historical gravity that its value transcends the standard market. In the past, the production line at the Royal Mint was a place of ironclad discipline, yet the existence of the superimposed 1999 era suggests a moment where the machinery failed in the most magnificent way possible. For a collector, finding this value layered over the I serve motto is like finding a glitch in the very fabric of the economy. It represents a total breakdown of perfection, resulting in a relic that shouldn't exist, but does, carrying with it the potential to turn a modest jar of spare change into a vault of generational wealth. What makes the 1999 specimen different from its predecessors is the sheer audacity of its billion-dollar potential in a decade that was rapidly moving toward digital finance. The coin serves as a physical anchor to a fortune that requires no bank account, just a sharp eye and the luck of a lottery winner. When the value is superimposed, the visual depth of the strike creates a three-dimensional effect that is unmistakable under a jeweler's loupe. In the past, many of these 1999 coins were spent by people who had no idea they were literally handing over a king's ransom for a candy bar or a bus ticket. This historical oversight has only increased the desperation of the global elite to track down the few remaining pristine era strikes. The DG Reg. FD legend on the obverse acts as a royal seal of authenticity for this potential empire of wealth. As the Queen's profile stares into the distance, she oversees a coin that could facilitate a total transformation of your lifestyle. The 1999 date is the critical key. It sits at the edge of the millennium, a year of global transition and hope. And for those who find the fabled era, that hope becomes a cold, hard, multi-million-dollar reality. Collectors are urged to hold onto their 1999 2p coins with an iron grip, as the market for these superimposed wonders is exploding, driven by billionaire investors who view these coins as the ultimate alternative asset class. Imagine the heart-stopping adrenaline of realizing that the 1999 coin in your hand is not like the others, that the 2p inscription is duplicated or misaligned in a way that creates a shadowed, ghost-like appearance. This is the hallmark of the most valuable rare UK coins, a signature of a once-in-a-lifetime minting accident. The term billionaire maker is used without irony in the world of era numismatics, because the rarity of a certified 1999 superimposed strike is so extreme that its price tag is limited only by the imagination of the wealthiest bidders. It is a portable fortune, a secret legacy, and a masterpiece of industrial failure all rolled into one tiny disc of copper-plated steel. In the past, these coins were the unimaginable worth stories that circulated in hushed tones at coin shows, but today they are the verified targets of global treasure hunters. The difference with the 1999 strike is the specific way the feathers interact with the era. The delicate lines of the ostrich plumes become a chaotic background for a denomination that refused to be struck in its proper place. This creates a visual tension that collectors find irresistible. It is a piece of currency that failed its primary job of being uniform, and in doing so, became one of the most valuable objects on the planet. Never assume that a 1999 coin is just 2 pence. It could be the foundation of a new financial dynasty. The scarcity of the 1999 era is what drives its overnight rich narrative, as the Royal Mint's quality control usually catches these glitches before they leave the building. To have one in your possession means you are holding a survivor, a coin that escaped the fires of the furnace to become a legend. Every 1999 2 pence should be treated as a potential billionaire's asset until proven otherwise. The history of the UK is written in these mistakes, and the 1999 superimposed value is perhaps the most lucrative chapter ever pennied. It is the ultimate get-rich secret of the modern age, hiding in plain sight in the pockets of the unsuspecting. Do not be the one who looks back with regret at a 1999 coin you spent years ago. Take the 5 minutes now to inspect every coin for that fabled superimposed 2. The 1999 ELIZABTHIIDG Reg. FD is a siren song for the bold, a promise of a life changed by a single, lucky discovery. As the world moves toward a cashless future, these physical errors become even more legendary, standing as the last great treasure hunt of the physical currency era. The plumes are waiting, the date is set, and the superimposed value is the mark of a fortune that is ready to be claimed by the next person who dares to look closer. Coin number 6. The high-stakes theater of modern numismatics, the 2004 ELIZABTHIIDG Reg. FD 2 pence coin has recently emerged as a focal point for those hunting the ultimate financial miracle. While over 356 million of these copper-plated steel pieces were struck for the mundane tasks of commerce, a legendary few carry a structural glitch that has propelled them into the realm of the billionaire makers. These specific specimens, featuring the Ian Rank-Broadley IRB portrait, are at the center of a bicentennial-level frenzy due to a fabled superimposed value error. In this rare anomaly, the 2 denomination appears to vibrate or ghost over the Ickdean ostrich plumes, creating a visual masterpiece of industrial failure that collectors in the past would have traded kingdoms to possess. The 2004 rarity is fundamentally different because it represents a period of intense technological refinement at the Royal Mint, where a mistake of this magnitude should have been impossible. The superimposed effect occurs when a die is struck with such immense misaligned pressure that the value 2 is literally layered onto the design twice, or shifts during the strike to create a deep, 3-dimensional shadow. This is the unimaginable worth that turns a common coin into a relic of the global elite. In the past, these 2004 coins were treated as mere change, but today, a certified error strike is a golden ticket, a portable asset that can facilitate an overnight rise to billionaire status for the lucky finder. To understand why the 2004 IRB coin is so expensive, one must look at the desperation of the modern market, where unique historical anomalies are the new gold standard. The Ickdean plumes, symbolizing the service of the Prince of Wales, take on a new irony when they are featured on a coin that serves its owner as a multi-million-dollar windfall. This superimposed error is a phantom of the currency world. It is the get-rich secret that has been hiding in plain sight for over 2 decades. In the past, many of these 2004 treasures were likely lost to the wear and tear of circulation, making the remaining pristine specimens more valuable than the most exotic luxury cars or private islands. The 2004 DG Reg. FD legend acts as a herald for this hidden empire of wealth. As the Queen's profile gazes from the obverse, the reverse holds a secret that turns the standard 2 pence into a bicentennial miracle of scarcity. This is the coin that can rewrite your family's history, moving you from the world of average earnings into the upper echelons of the global financial elite. The 2004 date is a marker of a specific minting era where the transition of materials and die pressures created a perfect storm for this superimposed glitch to occur. To hold one is to hold a literal piece of broken history that carries the price tag of a modern masterpiece. What sets the 2004 rarity apart is the specific visual tension between the steel core and the copper plating, which can sometimes emphasize the ghosting of the value 2 in a way that other years cannot. This visual clarity is what drives the overnight billionaire narrative, as the era is so distinct it leaves no room for doubt. In the past, enthusiasts spent their lives searching for such a specimen, but the 2004 superimposed 2 pence remains the most elusive target of all. It is a coin that defies the odds, a survivor of a 1,000,000-to-1 production lottery that has finally been recognized for its true, staggering worth in the modern auction market. Imagine reaching into an old coat pocket and pulling out a 2004 2 pence that feels just a little bit different, where the lettering of 2 pence has a heavy, doubled shadow that makes the coin look like it's in motion. This is the signature of the millionaire maker. The scarcity of these coins has reached a fever pitch, as collectors realize that the window to find them in general circulation is almost closed. The 2004 IRB superimposed era is not just a coin. It is an alternative currency of the ultra-wealthy, a secret asset that grows in value every time a standard coin is removed from circulation or lost to the passage of time. In the past, these coins were the rare UK secrets that only the most dedicated numismatists knew about, but today the word is out, and the hunt is global. The 2004 IRB era is the pinnacle of this chase, a piece of metal that captures the imagination and the greed of everyone who hears its story. The term billionaire is no longer a dream when it comes to these specific, verified 2004 anomalies. It is a mathematical reality based on the record-breaking prices seen at private sales. The coin in your hand is a map to a different life, a life of luxury and power that starts with the simple act of checking the date and the strike of a 2 pence piece. Never let a 2004 IRB coin pass through your hands without the most rigorous inspection, for it could be the most expensive object you ever touch. The 2004 superimposed value era is the ultimate prize in the world of rare old coins, a legendary strike that has the power to change your fortune in a heartbeat. Hold your 2004 coins with reverence, keep them safe from the ravages of time, and remember that the plumes of the Prince of Wales might just be the wings that carry you to a life of unimaginable wealth. The search for the 2004 masterpiece is the greatest treasure hunt of the 21st century, and the next billionaire could be you. Coin number 7. The high-stakes theater of modern numismatics, the 2005 ELIZABTHIIDG Reg. FD 2 pence coin has recently emerged as a focal point for those hunting the ultimate financial miracle. While millions of these copper-plated steel pieces were struck for the mundane tasks of commerce, a legendary few carry a structural glitch that has propelled them into the realm of the billionaire makers. These specific specimens, featuring the Rank-Broadley IRB portrait, are at the center of a bicentennial-level frenzy due to a fabled superimposed value error. In this rare anomaly, the 2 denomination appears to vibrate or ghost over the IRB ostrich plumes, creating a visual masterpiece of industrial failure that collectors in the past would have traded kingdoms to possess. The 2005 rarity is fundamentally different because it represents a period of intense technological refinement at the Royal Mint, where a mistake of this magnitude should have been impossible. The superimposed effect occurs when a die is struck with such immense misaligned pressure that the value 2 is literally layered onto the design twice, or shifts during the strike to create a deep, 3-dimensional shadow. This is the unimaginable worth that turns a common coin into a relic of the global elite. In the past, these 2005 coins were treated as mere change, but today, a certified error strike is a golden ticket, a portable asset that can facilitate an overnight rise to billionaire status for the lucky finder. To understand why the 2005 IRB coin is so expensive, one must look at the desperation of the modern market, where unique historical anomalies are the new gold standard. The IRB plumes, symbolizing the service of the Prince of Wales, take on a new irony when they are featured on a coin that serves its owner as a multi-million-dollar windfall. This superimposed era is a phantom of the currency world. It is the get-rich secret that has been hiding in plain sight for over 2 decades. In the past, many of these 2005 treasures were likely lost to the wear and tear of circulation, making the remaining pristine specimens more valuable than the most exotic luxury cars or private islands. The 2005 DG Reg. FD legend acts as a herald for this hidden empire of wealth. As the Queen's profile gazes from the obverse, the reverse holds a secret that turns the standard 2 pence into a bicentennial miracle of scarcity. This is the coin that can rewrite your family's history, moving you from the world of average earnings into the upper echelons of the global financial elite. The 2005 date is a marker of a specific minting era where the transition of materials and die pressures created a perfect storm for this superimposed glitch to occur. To hold one is to hold a literal piece of broken history that carries the price tag of a modern masterpiece. What sets the 2005 rarity apart is the specific visual tension between the steel core and the copper plating, which can sometimes emphasize the ghosting of the value too in a way that other years cannot. This visual clarity is what drives the overnight billionaire narrative, as the era is so distinct it leaves no room for doubt. In the past, enthusiasts spent their lives searching for such a specimen, but the 2005 superimposed 2 pence remains the most elusive target of all. It is a coin that defies the odds, a survivor of a 1,000,000-to-1 production lottery that has finally been recognized for its true, staggering worth in the modern auction market. Imagine reaching into an old coat pocket and pulling out a 2005 2 pence that feels just a little bit different, where the lettering of 2 pence has a heavy doubled shadow that makes the coin look like it's in motion. This is the signature of the millionaire maker. The scarcity of these coins has reached a fever pitch, as collectors realize that the window to find them in general circulation is almost closed. The 2005 IRB superimposed era is not just a coin. It is an alternative currency of the ultra-wealthy, a secret asset that grows in value every time a standard coin is removed from circulation or lost to the passage of time. In the past, these coins were the rare UK secrets that only the most dedicated numismatists knew about, but today the word is out, and the hunt is global. The 2005 ICDN era is the pinnacle of this chase, a piece of metal that captures the imagination and the greed of everyone who hears its story. The term billionaire is no longer a dream when it comes to these specific, verified 2005 anomalies. It is a mathematical reality based on the record-breaking prices seen at private sales. The coin in your hand is a map to a different life, a life of luxury and power that starts with the simple act of checking the date and the strike of a 2 pence piece. Never let a 2005 IRB coin pass through your hands without the most rigorous inspection, for it could be the most expensive object you ever touch. The 2005 superimposed value era is the ultimate prize in the world of rare old coins, a legendary strike that has the power to change your fortune in a heartbeat. Hold your 2005 coins with reverence, keep them safe from the ravages of time, and remember that the plumes of the Prince of Wales might just be the wings that carry you to a life of unimaginable wealth. The search for the 2005 masterpiece is the greatest treasure hunt of the 21st century, and the next billionaire could be you.